continue solving problem set 5 of 10th standard Maths Part 2nd Geometry in the 5th chapter Coordinate Geometry. Question number 20. Find the coordinates of the center of the circle passing through the points P, Q and R. Okay, so we have to find out the coordinates of the center. Here is a circle. Here is a circle with center O. Okay, center O. See, find the coordinates of the center of the circle. So we have to find out the center of the circle O. Let this be X and Y. No, this is X and Y. Passing through the points P, Q, R. See, this circle with center O is passing through 3 points P, Q, R. Let this be, one is P here, another one is here Q, and another one is R. Okay, so first we'll write this first. The given is P, solution part, P is 6 and minus 6, Q is 3 and minus 7, and R is 3 and 3. And let O, that the coordinates of this is O is X and Y. Let O be the center, be the center of the circle passing through the points P, Q and R. Okay, let O be the center of the circle passing through the points P, Q and R. And so we have to join this center with point P and this Q and this R. See, this OP, OQ and OR, what are they? They are radii of the same circle. No, therefore OP equal to OQ equal to OR, because they are radii of the same circle. Okay, so it's very easy question. So we have to write here now OP equal to OQ, because radii of the same circle. Radii of the same circle. Okay, we have to find out the coordinates of the center XY. We have to find out. Now OP equal to OQ. Then second time OQ equal to OR. We have to use distance formula and find out the. Okay, first we'll first OP equal to OQ. See, we have to apply distance formula for OP, O and P. See, P coordinates of P will write here. P is 6 and 6, 6 and minus 6, 6 and minus 6. No, and Q is 3 and minus 7. And coordinates of R 3 and 3, 3 and 3. So first we have to apply distance formula for OP and equal to distance formula for OQ. Okay, therefore by distance formula, what is distance formula? That is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. We have to apply this formula for both OP equal to OQ. Therefore square root of, now this will be x1 y1, this is x2 y2, in this x2 y2, this is x1 y1, x2 y2. Therefore see, this x1, this x and this, so this is x2, therefore x2 is x minus 6 whole square plus y2 minus y minus, here it is minus 6 whole square. Then now OP is got over. Now OQ, O and Q. This is now x1 y1. Now this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Right, square root of x2 is, that is x minus here 3 whole square plus y2 is y minus 7 whole square. Here how to see, we have to remove a square root sign, therefore squaring both the sides. Squaring both the sides means that square root sign will go. Therefore x minus 6 whole square plus y minus plus 6 whole square, then equal to This is x minus 3 whole square plus y plus 7 whole square. This minus minus plus. Now we have to apply x minus b, a minus b whole square formula for this here, a plus b. Okay. Therefore, a square is a square x square minus 2ab. 2 into 6 is 12. 12x plus b square is 6 6 the 36. Then plus, now this a plus b whole square, y square plus 2ab. 2 into 6 is 12y plus 6 6 the 36 equal to, then x minus 3, a minus b whole square, x square minus 2 3 is a 6x plus 3 3 is a 9 plus here a plus b, y square plus 2ab, 2 7 is a 14y plus y 7 7 is a 49. Now this is equal sign. Here it is x square, here it is x square. If you bring x square to the left hand side, all this if you bring it to the left hand side, this x square becomes minus x square. So it will get cancelled. Now plus y square goes, then that's it. Yeah. Write the remaining. First we'll write the remaining so that 12x plus then this 12y, yes, plus 12y, then 12x 12y, 36 plus 36 is 72, no? Yeah, 72 equal, then minus 6x, then plus 14y, see this 6x plus 14y, then 49 plus 9, 58, 6x, yeah, that's it, for 58. Now bring right, next step, minus 12x, bring this to the left hand side, becomes 6x, then plus 12y, bring this to left hand side, minus 14y, equal to, this is 58, bring to the right hand side, become minus 72. 12x plus 6x is minus 6x, therefore then minus 14 plus 12 is minus 2y equal minus 72, 58, 14, minus 14. Here you can keep minus 2 out, so 2 3 is a 3x, minus has to come, so plus, so minus 2 has gone out, so y equal to minus 14. Therefore 3x plus y equal to minus 14 divided by 2, that is 3x plus y equal to minus 7. Let this be equation number 1. Now OQ equal to OR, because they are the radii of the same circle. Therefore now OQ equal to OR, radii of the same circle, okay. Now OQ, see this is OQ, this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2, therefore x2 is x minus, here it is 3, x minus 3 whole square plus y is y minus 7 whole square equal to, now OR, that is square root of x, here it is 3, x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square. Now again squaring on both sides. Many such type of problems you have solved now earlier in this problem set. Squaring on both sides, both the sides. Squaring means the square root sign will go. Therefore x minus 3 whole square plus y, this minus minus become plus, whole square equal to x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square. Now we have to use a plus b or a minus b formula in this. Therefore x square minus 3 to the 6x plus 3 3 is a 9 plus, here it is y square plus here is a plus b plus 2 7 is a 14y plus y square is 49, 7 7 49, equal to, here it is a minus b, x square minus 2 3 is a 6x plus 3 3 is a 9 plus y minus 3 now, y square minus 2 3 is a 6y plus 9, b square is 9. Okay, now this is equal sign, x square will go, then plus y square here, see this y square will go. Now remaining see this 6x, this is minus 6x, this is also minus 6x, here it is minus 6x. If you bring this minus 6x to the left hand side, become plus 6x, minus 6x plus 6x will go, no, so it will get cancelled. Therefore remaining is therefore here it's 14y, this has gone. Now remaining 9 plus 49, 9 9 18 58, here it's 58, 14y 58 equal to here 9 minus 6y, see it is remain here minus 6y, then 9 plus 9 is 18, minus, see it is 9 and 9, minus 6y plus 9 9 18. So therefore bring 14y, bring 6y to the right hand side, becomes plus 6y equal to 18 minus 58, 18 minus 58. Therefore 14 and plus 6 is 20, 20y equal to minus 18, 58 minus 18, 4 minus 40. Therefore y equal to minus 40 divided by 20, 2 ones are 2 2s are, therefore y equal to minus 2, See this y value we have to substitute in equation 1. Y value we have to find out x and y value. Y value we have here. Substitute this y value in equation number 1. Therefore, substituting y equal to minus 2 in equation 1. Equation 1. What is equation 1? 3x plus y. 3x plus y equal to 7. This is equation number 1. 3x plus y equal to minus 7. This is minus 7. So substitute, therefore 3x plus minus 2, y is minus 2 is minus 7. Therefore 3x equal to minus 7 plus 2. No. See, is there a mistake? See, minus 2. Here also 14 divided by minus 2, because this is minus 2. No, minus 2. So become plus 7. This is plus 7. So such a small mistake and very big bad effect. So see, this is plus 7. So okay, this is plus 7. And this is also plus 7. Here also plus 7. Therefore 3x equal to 7 plus 2 is 9. Therefore x is 3. Therefore the coordinates of center of the circle xy is 3 and minus 2. Therefore write the answer. Answer is the coordinates of the center of the circle. Center of the circle are that is O, that is x is 3 and y is minus 2. Okay. Now question number 21. Find the possible pairs of our coordinates of the fourth vertex D of the parallelogram if three of its vertices are, see, these are the coordinates of the three vertices of a parallelogram here. Okay, so find the possible pairs of coordinates of the fourth vertex. First of all, what is parallelogram? Parallelogram is a quadrilateral, four-sided polygon. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral where opposite sides are congruent. No, opposite sides are congruent. So first we will understand what is exactly the question is. See, parallelogram. Here is a AB will first see. These are the three coordinates of the three vertices of a parallelogram is given. and the coordinates of the fourth vertex is not given. Okay, so therefore we'll draw here AB. See, this is AB. Let this be A and B. A and B. A is, the coordinates of A is 5 and 6. Okay, and B is 1 and -2. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral. Its opposite sides are equal. No, opposite sides are equal. And C, see, parallel, it should be like this. No, like this it will come. No, in this way it will come. So this be C. C is given. Only three coordinates of three vertices are given. 3 and -2. That fourth coordinates of the fourth vertex is not given. That is D. A, B, C, D. No. Now question is, find the possible pairs of coordinates of the fourth vertex D. See, if D, there can be, see, like this, we'll write here. See, this is, I'll write up 3 and -2. No, 3 and -2. 3 and -2. See, if you draw, see the fourth vertex D of the parallelogram, find the possible pairs. Okay, there's a possibility of D can be here in this way. See here, in this way. No, there's a possibility. No, of the location of the third, fourth vertex of a parallelogram. No, it can be here. No, D. This be D. There's a possibility. There's a possibility of this thing, location of fourth vertex like this. No. See, we have to join this A and C so that we'll understand the parallelogram shape. We'll get exact the shape of parallelogram. Okay. So, see, if you join this, if you join like this, you get a parallelogram. No. So, these two are parallel to, these two are parallel. Okay. These two are congruent and these two are congruent. No. These two are congruent. And this is the one possible location. Another one, see this side. No, this side is another, see this side. Okay, this side. This is 2. Okay. So, this is D. See, this is, there is a possibility of another one like this. No, now it is, see, this is D, another possibility. No, similarly another one is, see, this way. Here also there is a possibility of location, possibilities of location of D, vertex D. No, here also there is a possibility. No, okay, let it be. So now join this. This has to join so that you will understand the, see, now, see, this is a parallelogram like this. See, this is, see, in this way. This is a parallelogram. So, see, this is parallelogram 1. No, and another one, see this A, B, C, D. This is also a parallelogram. No, let this be D1. Okay, this is D2, D2, and this is D3. Therefore, there can be 3 possibly location of vertex D. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Therefore, we'll write first the given is A is 5 and 6, B is 1 and -2, and C is 3 and -2. -2. These are the vertices. Vertices of the parallelogram. Vertices of the parallelogram. Okay. Now, see, there can be 3 possibilities of location of vertex D. Okay. There can be 3 possibilities. See, this is find the possible pairs of coordinates of the fourth vertex. See, what is the question? Find the possible pairs of coordinates of the fourth vertex. There can be 3 possibilities. 3 possibilities of location of vertex D. Vertex D. That is D1, D2, D3. that is d1 is let this be x1 y1, okay, x1 y1, and d2 is x2 y2, and let d3 be x3 y3. We'll write here, this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2, and this is x3 y3. Okay, see in this, see this is congruent with this is a parallelogram. See, this is parallelogram like this. See, this is only this. See, this is parallelogram. No, this is parallelogram. See, this opposite sides are equal. Okay, so this is congruent with this. No, similarly this is congruent with this, and similarly this is congruent with this. This is ABCD parallelogram. Okay, and this is congruent with this, and this is also congruent with this. Okay, so first take AB, see AB D1C, D1 and C. See, this is the parallelogram. You have to take this parallelogram AB D1C. In this, AB is equal to CD1. No, CD1. This is congruent with this. That will write in quadrilateral. In quadrilateral AB, see AB D1C, ABC D1 or AB. Okay, AB D1C it should be. Okay, in AB CD1, this AB equal to CD1. This be equation number 1, because AB is equal to CD1. Why? Because the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Okay, AB equal to CD1. Now we have to take parallelogram ABCD2. See, ABCD2, only this is a parallelogram. See this, only this much. Again, AB is parallel to, AB is equal to CD2. This is D2. AB equal to CD2. In that is, we will write in quadrilateral ABCD2, CD2. AB equal to CD2. AB is congruent with CD2. This is congruent with this, no? Because let this be equation number 2. Because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Now see, from equation number 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, see, left hand side AB are equal. Therefore CD1 equal to CD2. No, see, this is here in this figure, CD1 equal to CD2. No, this is congruent with this. Okay, now see, this is in this. See, from D1 and D2, C is the midpoint. No, C is the midpoint. The coordinates of this C we know, 3 and 2. D1 is x1 y1, D2 is x2 y2. C is the midpoint. Okay, so now C is the midpoint. We can use midpoint formula. We can use midpoint formula for all. See here, A is the midpoint of D2 and D3. Okay, similarly B is the midpoint of D1 and D3, and use midpoint formula. Okay, this type of problem we solved earlier in this problem set. Okay, so in this now C is the midpoint. C is the midpoint of D2 D1. Okay, D2 D1, D2 and D1. Similarly A is the midpoint of A is the midpoint of D2 and D3, and here B is the midpoint of D1 and D3. So now let's take C is the midpoint of D2 D1. First we'll take C C is the midpoint of D2, D1. Therefore, by midpoint formula. Therefore, see, here is the midpoint. Therefore, x is 3 equal to, what's midpoint formula? Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 divided by 2. This is the midpoint formula, no? So this is x1 and x2 here. This is x1 plus, here it is x2 divided by 2. That is x1 plus x2 equal to 6. This is equation number 3. Equation number 3. Let this be equation number 3. Okay. And similarly, C is the midpoint. Now similarly, A is the midpoint here. A is the midpoint. A is the midpoint of say A is the midpoint of D2 and D3. D2, D3. Therefore, by midpoint formula, that is 5 equal to coordinate of x is x2 and x3. x2 plus x3 divided by 2. That is here to cross multiplication, you know, na? Therefore, x2 plus x3 equal to 5 to the 10. This is equation number 4. And similarly, B is the midpoint. And we'll write B is the midpoint. Therefore 1, here is the 1, no? B is 1, yeah. 1 equal to x1, and this is x3 plus x1, x3 plus x1 divided by 2. That is x3 plus x1 is 2 ones are 2. This is equation number 5. Okay. Now we have to adding equations 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So left hand side x1, therefore this is x1 plus x2, then this is x2 plus x3, and this is x3 plus x1 equal to right hand side now 6 plus 10 plus 2. Now this is x1 here, this is x1, therefore 2x1, x2, x2, 2x2, x3, x3, 2x3, x3 equal to, this is 10, 6 and 2 is 18, 10 and 10 is 16 and 18, no? Therefore you can keep 2 out, therefore x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 18. Therefore x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 2, how many times? 9 times, no? 9 times. x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 9. Let this be equation number 6. Now substituting 3 in 6. What we have to do? Substituting 3 in 6, substituting 4 in 6 and 5 also in 6. Find out the values. So substituting equation 3 in 6. Equation 6. 3. What is 3? x1 plus x2 is 6. See, write the equation x1 plus x2 plus x3. I'm writing the 6th equation. Substitute the equation number 3. That is x1 plus x2 is 6. x1 plus x2 is 6. This is right. x1 plus x2 is 6 plus x3. See, it is equal to 9. It is equal to 9. Therefore, we'll write here x3 is 9 minus 6. x3 is 3. x3 is 3. x3 is 3. Then substituting equation 4 in equation 6. Therefore x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 9. Equation 4 x2 plus x3 is 10. x2 plus x3, here it is here it is x1 plus x2. Okay, here x2 plus x3, that is 10. X1 plus this is 10 equal to 9. Therefore, x1 is 9 minus 10, that is x1 is minus 1. X1 is minus 1. Now substituting equation 5 for equation 5 in equation 6. 6 is x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 9. Equation number 5, see, x3 plus x1 is 2. x3 plus x1, see, x3 plus x1 is 2. Therefore x2 plus x3 plus x1 is 2 equal to 9. Therefore x2 is 9 minus 2, that is x2 is 7. x2 is 7. See, now what we have to do? Now see, C is the midpoint of D to D1. Then we found out x coordinate, no? X coordinate, that is x is, here it is, see, x1 is minus 1. x1 is minus 1. Okay, x1 is minus 1. Now we have to do for y coordinate. As a midpoint, you have to take this is a midpoint and y coordinate with same. C is the midpoint, A is the midpoint and B is the midpoint. Same way we have to do. Now C is the midpoint of, now C is the midpoint of D1, D2 and D1. Okay, therefore midpoint formula. Now y is, that is minus 2 equal to, here it is x1 plus x2 divided by 2, that is x1 plus x2 equal to minus 4. This is equation number 7. This is equation number 7. Now similarly, C over, now A is the midpoint. Similarly, here only you can do, see, A is the midpoint. Similarly, A is the midpoint. Directly you can write, I am writing extra. A is the midpoint. See, y coordinate 6. Anyway, you multiply by 2. 6 2s are 12. That is y3. See, here you have to write not x1, x2. You have to write y1, y2. Here it is y1, y2 you have to write. Make a mistake. y1 and y2. See how to write here. See, this should be y1 plus y2. We are taking y coordinate, no? y1 and y2. Okay. Little untidy here. y1 plus y2. y1 plus y2 is minus 4. Similarly, A is the midpoint. Therefore, A, y coordinate is 6. Therefore, 6 is, here it is y2 plus y3. y2 plus y3 divided by 2. That is y2 plus y3 is 6 2s are 12. Equation number 8. And here B is the midpoint. See, directly you can write minus 2 multiplied by minus 2, 4. This is B is the midpoint. Therefore, B, y coordinate is minus 2 equal to, here it is y term, y1 and y3. y1 plus y3 divided by 2. Therefore, y1 plus y3 is 2 2s are minus 4 is equation number 9. Now we have to adding equations 7, 8 and 9. Add left hand side first. This is therefore y1 plus y2. Second, eighth equation is y2 plus y3. And here y1 plus y3 equal to, first one is minus 4, then plus 12 and then minus 4. Therefore, 2y1, see 2y1 and y1, 2y2 plus 2y3 equal to, here it is minus 4 is minus 8. 12 and minus 8 is plus 4. Right, no? Yeah, yes, 4. minus 8, that is 4. Therefore 2 into y1 plus y2 plus y3 equal to 4 by 2. Therefore y1 plus y2 plus y3 is 2. Now substituting equation, see this we have to substituting equation 7, this should be equation number 10. 7 in equation 10. Here y1 plus y2, write the y1 plus y2 plus y3 is 2. Equation 7 is y1 plus y2 is minus 4. This is minus 4 plus y3 equal to 2. That is, therefore, y3 is 2. Minus 4 becomes plus 4. y3 is 6. Now substituting equation 8 in equation 10, that is y1 plus y2 plus y3 is 2. Therefore equation 8 is 12. y2 plus y3 is 12. y2 plus y3 is 12. That is y1 equal to 12. Therefore y1 is 2 minus 12. y1 is minus 10. Similarly, substituting equation 9 in equation 10, y1 plus y2 plus y3 equal to 2. Equation 9 is y1 plus y3. y1 plus y3 is minus 4 plus y2 equal to 2. Therefore y2 equal to 2 plus 4. y2 equal to 6. Actually, what we need in this, see, find the possible pairs of coordinates. This is a possibility we have seen for of the fourth vertex D of the parallel. We need only coordinates of the one, that is x1 y1. No, x1 y1. Where is x1 y1? See, this is x1. Okay, this is x1 and this is y1. Therefore the coordinates of vertex D are, one is minus 1 and here is minus 10. Therefore the answer is the coordinates of point. Here it is actually, this is figure, this is a parallelogram. So D1 x1 y1, no, x1 y1. Coordinates of point D1, that is point D1 is x1. x1 is how much? x1 is minus 1 and y1 is minus 10. First we'll write the coordinates of point D1, then point D2, then we'll search from, okay, then coordinates of point D3, we'll search now. D2 x2 y2, we have to find out x2 y2. Where is x2 y2? x2, see, x2 is 7, see, x2 is 7 and y2, see, D2 is x2 is 7 and y2, where is y2? y2, see, y2 is 6, here it is, y2 is 6, 7 and 6. Similarly, the coordinates of D3, x3 y3, x3 is 3, x3 is 3 and y3 is 6, yeah, 6. This is the answer. So finally we'll write the answer now. Write the answer. Answer is the possible, from the question, the possible pairs of coordinates of the fourth vertex D of the parallelogram parallelogram R. Parallelogram R. One is -1, -10. No. Another one is 7 and 6. 7 and 6. And third one is 3 and 6. 3 and 6. These are the three possible possible pairs of coordinates of the fourth vertex D of the parallelogram. Okay, such a big question. Now 22nd last in this problem set, 20 the question number 22, last question. Find the slope of the diagonals of a quadrilateral with vertices A, B, C, D. See, here is a draw one quadrilateral, any kind of quadrilateral. You can draw A, B, C and D. So find the slope of the diagonals. Here it is, we have to find out AC and BD. We have to find out AC and BD. Okay, therefore solution part. Solution is, first write the given. A is 1 and 7, B is 6 and 3, C is 0 and -3, and D is 3, -3 and 3. Therefore slope, we have to slope of segment AC, diagonal, slope of diagonal AC. What is the formula? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, that is y2. Here it is slope of AC, A and C. This becomes x1 y1. See, this becomes x1 y1, x2 y2, AC. No, therefore y2 is -3. Okay, y2 is -3 minus y1 is 7 divided by x2. x2 is 0 minus 1, that is -10 divided by -1, that is 10. Slope of AC, slope of AC is 10. Now slope of BD, slope of diagonal BD, that is y2 minus y1, B and D. B is, this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. y2 is 3 minus y1, B and D, 3 divided by x2. x2 is -3, x1 is 6. Yeah, 3 minus 3 is 0 divided by, this is -9. Anyway, it is answer is 0. 0 divided by -0 is 0 divided by -9 is 0 answer. Therefore this is slope of BD. Slope of BD is 0. Therefore write the answer. This is a very easiest question. Therefore answer is slope of diagonal AC is 10 and slope of diagonal BD is 0. That's it. Now problem set 5 has got over. Okay, so students, if you have any doubt, okay, any confusion in any in this coordinate geometry, or any suggestions, if you have anything, or if you want me to explain anything in this chapter, okay, do let me know in the comment section. Also don't forget to subscribe my channel if you watching my video for the first time, and also like and share. So okay, then bye.